The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's begin today. Keep in mind, all right, if you don't know me, you're going to get to know me. The goal is to build a relationship because there's a lot of blah, blah, blah out there. And sorry, you probably spent $10,000 trying to get to the American dream in the first place. And then you let your friends and family, some of them rip you off. All right, now that's got to stop. Now, by the way, this is live, and they nicknamed me the Godfather Credit years ago. After I built like 5.4 billion for clients and known as the Incorporated for Rich and Famous People too. So this is live. The ultimate goal, you can't take pictures, you can't record, you got to get it here. That's the goal. Now remember, I'm live 6 days a week, 44 years. All right, literally. All right. We have classes on Wednesday, some on Friday, and all day Saturday. And nobody does it besides me. I won't let anybody tell you. All right, you got to hear it from the horse's mouth first so you know what. Now, there's some goodies I obtained through the years. So just a couple things, what I want you to do for you. And it's like basically very simple. You see, I want to go back to the point that we put this back in the schools like I've been trying to do for years. You see, our goal is simple. All right, the Godfather Credit. This is where you got to do one thing right now. Get out your tablet, your pen, or get out the Founder's Kit. You got to build a paper trail because everything that you do. So understand, basically, I have a program with Ken Yarborough, Harold Stokes years ago. Our goal was to put it in the schools, especially high school. Okay, everybody in high school right now needs to know about personal credit, the percentage to use, and if they're going to start a business and have a corporation too. You see, you made a lot of mistakes. You're going to learn things today that you should have learned a long time ago. We got to teach the kids how to play. But the ultimate goal is understand the standard corporate write-offs. Corporation doesn't pay tax till it makes a profit. Sign me up for that too. See, I'm sorry, most of you follow and you're told what to do because someone said get an LLC or this or that, and you didn't question it. I want you to look behind the curtain. The goal is never, never bring the pain home, because that's what I had as a kid, and it sucks. Draw the diagram in front of you. Understand how to play the game. Corporation in 3 divisions. So let's pretend you want to get to the $1 million dream. Is that true? Come on, look at today. Look at the past. What did you do, right or wrong? Today, here's your future. I will guarantee every one of you, I can build you up to $1 million dream. But I got to repackage you first. So a corporation can have divisions or subsidiaries. So write that down. Every entity needs, listen carefully, it needs credit cards. So let's think about something. When you built your credit report years ago for you, or a long time ago for some of you, it took you 2 or 3 years to get it right. And today you're going to learn things you should have learned all along anyway. All right, so you didn't really learn all the things you need to know. A corporation is a legal person. It's entitled to division subsidiaries. You watch Bank of America, you watch Chase Bank, US Bank, all right, Wells Fargo, all right, literally shut down locations and bankrupt them. And what happens next is simple. Then you play with Sam's Club. What did they do? 1,204 locations in the last 15 years. You see, when they shut down a location, they bankrupt it, they write off on their taxes and get a tax credit. When they screw up, they get a write-off. When we screw up, we bring the pain home, and that sucks. So the reality is you got to learn to play. That's why I wrote Winning the Game of Business 44 years ago. So Geico in California, they ran out of the state about 3 weeks ago. See, they're changing the rules and tools. And they told all the employees, you're fired. Here's the severance pay. Get the heck out of my way. Now they just bankrupt everything. See, they made a business decision. Do you understand that? Business decision. They always say, don't take it personally. We made a business decision. So someone decided to basically get a tax write-off. Cities, 11 of them filed bankruptcy too. Bottom line is they're still in business. You got a choice today. The choice is very simple. Write down the reference of 3. Don't bring the pain home, period. Bottom line is you can become a certified CFO. And from there, reprogram your brain. See it, believe it, go get it. Write it down. See it, believe it, go get it. See, that's all I did since I was a little kid, eat out of that trash can. And that sucked. So you got choices today. Let's introduce you to the 14th Amendment of the Constitution. Why? It's simple. 14th Amendment Constitution, 153 years ago, made a corporation a legal person. It has more rights than you and me. Now, if you're not in this country, I help people basically in Dubai and other things as well, having fun. So we'll talk about a W7, all right, for your country or this country, or both working in conjunction. See, there's a solution for everything if you want to get to the $1 million dream. But again, that's up to you. We got to play. August 11, 2022, Biden's bill passes. He hires 87,000 bullies. They're going to kick your assets. Can you imagine how many of you have a corporation before you met me? I call it a sloppy Joe. It's a sloppy corp. Why? I ask you a question. Did you file your 1120? What's the response I get? What's an 1120, Ray? It's like, come on. And then you spend thousands of dollars for a piece of paper called a corporation, and they've been free. I got my first at 9.5. I've been saying they're free. You pay a filing fee since day one. But again, it's up to you because you know everything. I just talked to some guy on the phone. He knows everything. The problem is the things he doesn't know is what's hurting him. But again, that's up to him too. See, they're going to audit all those people that do the 1040 tax return and they 1120s, and they're going to give you a 10% penalty. They're going to kick your assets. Don't worry, you just be homeless like I was as a kid. So you got choices today. We get to play. See, business to me is a game, and I like winning. I don't like being a loser. So what am I going to do? I want you to open up your cell phone right now. I want you to basically look up world meter or world clock. It's going to say live, die clock. I love it. So see, here's how we are. We're all counted like sheep. Then we become ducks. When they want to sue us, we have to duck. Here's the bottom line. Here's the clock changing by the millisecond. I can tell you how many people just died and how many just were born. See, they have to get an SSN so our government can put a bond for 35 million apiece, and on top of that, print some more money. Ever since Nixon took the gold standard out. So your choice is simple. I want you to learn to play, but I want you to stop bringing the damn pain home. I don't understand people. I don't get it. My wife has to remind me every day, Ray, no one thinks like you do. Why not? I want you to get an SSN, SS4. I want you to do both. I want you to understand how you can absorb taxation and basically play like rich and famous people do too. Your choice is simple because we're counted by the millisecond. So we got a choice. Be safe or be reckless. Please don't be reckless. Or not to be reckless at all. The problem in life is very simple. You listen to people around you all the time. They all have an opinion. You know it all. I love all the know-it-alls. I talk to them all the time. I mean, when I was tested at T-Winkle Junior High, I got an IQ of 203 and recalling those things that I do. And I talk with both sides of my brain and my hands too. I like smart people. By the time I talk to them, I find out they're really not that smart, or they act like it. You see, I want to get down to the facts. I want to see it. I want to believe it, and then I want to go get it. That's how I got to million to billion under corporate structure. So your choice is simple. What I did when I was a little boy. See, I'm not one of the, all right, many. I'm one of the few. Every time I was eating out of a trash can or being used and abused, I knew I was going to get to that BS. I knew I was going to get out of what I call hell. I'm not one of the, what, many? I'm one of the few. Why don't you think about that for a second? See, you follow like sheep. Bah, quack, quack, you're a duck. Hey, when they sue you, you better damn well duck. And then you hire all those CPAs and attorneys that go blah, blah, blah too. I did all that too, but I got a different way of looking at things. I am one of the few. I'm never going to be one of the many. Hell, I don't want to follow people. I want to be a trendsetter. I want to be an innovator. I want to create things that don't exist. So your choice is simple. All right, one of the many or one of the few. Why don't you say, I'm not a sheep? All right, but you have been. Sorry, it's just true. See, I don't know if you can handle the truth. I want you to get the ugliest calendar you have. And I want it to be big and ugly. I want it on your wall where you sit and watch your TV. I want someone in your life to complain about it. All right. Every time my wife would walk by the calendar, she'd say, what's that doing on my wall? Yes, honey, I'm a guest in our house, your house. Yes, ma'am. Yes, dear, I love you. You got to bite your tongue and live longer. See, men have a problem. They don't know how to shut up. You know, one of my books coming out is called Bite Your Tongue, Live Longer, because women don't want to hear you. They're tape recorders anyway. So let's understand something. The ugly calendar will remind you every time she says something or someone says something, you're going to remember. It doesn't come down till I reach the goal. It doesn't come down till I reach the goal. It doesn't come down till what? Reach the goal. But that's up to you. You see, 80% of you are lazy. Sorry. The rest of you got to be a little crazy like me. You got to have fun. But again, that's the problem with you. Can I get you to listen? Can I turn these suckers up? When I die, eventually, the $10 billion stays in a corporation. I will be darned if I work my tail off and pay the taxes and everything else and do it right. And then I leave things to my kids and they have to pay tax. Are you kidding me? They're going to be the vice president of the company. They don't have to pay tax. They just basically, they're the vice president, replacing the president, controlling the marbles. See, that's the goal. But your biggest problem reaching your goal, sorry, it's you. Congratulations. You're in your own way. I can rebuild every one of you if you allow me to. You got 1,000 steps to get to the $1 million dream. That's all it takes. But again, it's up to you too to pay attention today. You can't even screw it up. How's that? 6 days a week live with me. Can you imagine that? All right, you got to have fun. Invite your friends and family. Get to know me too. Now, here's what I'm going to do in all my programs. All right. When I reached the 2.6 billion at 26 under corporate structure, what I wanted to do is give it all for free. But nobody wanted to play because they had no skin in the game. So here's the way the game works with me. Simple. I'm going to reimburse all your money 100% to times 10. in personal business credit. And I'll guarantee it in writing too. Bottom line is simple. Now, I've been also known as a rich and famous person. For all the rich, famous people you think, you look right there, there's a lot more too, even like the prison program. Freeway Ricky Cross comes out of prison after 20 years. I get him golds and platinums cards up to $4 million in 6 months. Again, it's a choice. Thomas, after 26 years in prison, in 5 months, I got him enough money to start his dump truck business. See, credit, you still got to pay it back. But he does millions now. I told him to get used trucks. He wanted new trucks. Okay. Either way, it works. So your choice is simple. What most of you did, sorry, you sit down at the kitchen table with your family, your partner of life, maybe your spouse. You said, I want to start a business, honey. And then what are you going to do to get the money? Hey, let's hawk the house. Let's jack up the credit cards. Let's bring the pain home and screw it all up. Well, that's what you did. Sorry, it's just true. And 48% of all my clients are women. The rest are men. Women do better than the men because they pay attention better. But that's okay. Never bring the pain home. What a concept. Now, just some more goodies I obtained. Write down today's date, project 90 working days, 90 working days. See, that's what it's going to take to get you wrapped around in your brain to understand how to play. Now, let's understand. I will be telling you what to do. And if you don't follow through, that's on you. I'm just trying to get to the millionaire. Now, we got a situation right now. Third quarter is ending. We literally have right now, all right, as we stand here right now today, we have roughly 82 days left of the year, working days, which the total counts 108. What are you going to do in December? December, I'm going to say, I told you to do this. You go, Ray, you didn't push me enough. January, it's always, well, I wish you would have known. I get tired of those same stupid responses every year from people. I'm telling you now. See, the goal is simple. I want to build you corporate credit cards. I call it free money because I can get you up to $1 million. You can't do that at the bank because they're going to see what you got. What are you going to do? So this money is free. We get to write off the interest rate in the credit card. Wow. Then I want to get you some checkbook money. I want you to write it down because this should be your goals right now. Your goal is get the money. Without the credit, you can't get the honey. The bottom line is up to you. Now, we all got a sad story to tell. Nobody gave a damn about me. Nobody all my life. My beautiful wife does, and my kids and grandkids. Before that is God me. I'm in basically eat out of a trash can on the pier at 3. I'm in a coma at 5.5 and crippled for life. But Jesus said, get up. I got up. Last coma, I got to die. I get to come back and play with you. July 4, 2009. What do we get to do? It's very simple. We took people on one of the yachts in the backyard. Where you park your yachts, by the way. Then I'm in the coma. Someone's going to trick my wife to sign a POA. Someone on top of that is going to ask my wife if I'm a donor. They're going to rip out my heart. They're not going to give it back. Can I repossess it? Simple. Jesus gave me a choice. Stay in peace or go back. The only thing I can figure out in my life is, didn't matter if I'm worth millions and billions. All right, I'm helping people 6 days a week for the last 44 years. I guess he wanted to allow me to lose it again, rebuild it in front of you, and basically say, let's do yours. Maybe rub your nose in it or something. I don't know. I don't understand why you don't do the things I tell you to do. It's like time. You waste every second of the day sometimes. I would get up at 2:25 like I do every day since I was 2.5 years old. Why don't you get up an hour earlier every day? Find some me time. Because you're going to have to. Because you got to have a different plan and quit listening to all the dummies around you. They're the ones holding you back. But again, that's up to you. See, your surroundings has not anything to do with you. It's a mindset. See it, believe it, go get it. I want you to write that down. I want you to tattoo it to your forehead backwards. So when you look in the mirror, you can read it. Okay, that's how much it means. So we got to reprogram you to millionaire status. Your problem is you don't believe. The problem is you got ripped off and you let people steal things from you, your friends and family, and you wasted $10,000 on a bunch of crap. How about stuck with me 6 days a week? See what we're going to do. So I drag you up the hill, get you past stuck, get you past go. Let me show you some more goodies, some of the Lamborghinis, the Duffys, the mansions, how I accomplished every goal I ever had. I broke the record for the highest kick in 1981 on the planet. I prove white men do jump and stupid people say we don't. So I don't listen to a bunch of dummies. Why do you? Ultimate goal, race boats in the backyard, helicopters, U-Docks, yachts. How about some Ferraris too? Boom, boom. See, if you could just master Ray's rules, you can get to the $1 million dream. But you got to reference the 3 again, like I told you in the beginning today. Your choice is simple. You want to rebuild your credit? You want to do this? Look at section 611. Ultimate goal. Try it on your own. But don't hire those credit repair flaky companies, please. See, they're fraud. They're all fraud. They're going to take your money every month for years and still have bad credit. That sucks. You can have your credit rebuilt by me and my team in probably 90 working days, as long as you do what I asked you to do. If it is, then it takes a little longer for you. Ultimate goal simple. So we got to look at credit repair. See, when you hire a credit repair company, you think they have a magic wand. Bing, 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 bing. BS. You can't hide from your debt, ladies and gentlemen. You have to understand, you can't hide behind the blank key. Okay, you have to understand, credit rebuilding works because you have to be part of the program. You have to understand, I'm going to analyze your credit within 10 working days. I'm going to tell you personally what needs to be done in your part than my part, so we can get it done right away. Is that okay with you? Simple. Now, I'm going to give you the first 25 steps today. I want you to write them down. Step 1, get your credit reports for free. Annualcreditreport.com, raise credit, raise revenue. I don't care where you get the reports. Give me report numbers. Now. There's step 1. Now, I need you to pull out your Social Security card. Yes. Ladies, it's in your purse. Gentlemen, it's in your back pocket. Now, let's understand. I'll bet you never read this application. If you did it before Nixon took the gold standard out, you went, there's, here, give me. Or mommy did it at the hospital after Nixon took the gold standard out. You didn't pay attention where it says name to be shown on card, full name at birth other than above, and other names used. You see, there's ways you can do things that don't bring the pain home. But I'm sorry you didn't pay attention. I've been advertising for 44 years, radio, TV, all right, and speaking 6 days a week. Where you been? That's your situation, not mine. So as we play the game, let's understand how to play today. Ray Reynolds, the Credit Hour. How can I help you? You want to apologize. Why would you apologize? What did you do wrong now? You screwed up. You did a rapid, you crashed your rapid. Okay, well, that happens. Okay, and you went and got a new car and a house. Well, okay. I'm glad I added history and you did what needed to be done. You did what you needed to do. Okay. So, well, what happens? They told you you're out of the program? Well, you violated the contract, the agreement, so you're out. Have a nice day. Oh, that's why you're calling to see what I can do for you. Well, people do what they have to do. Okay, whatever you have to do, you did. House, car, didn't matter. Okay, rapid refresh and rapid scoring are 2 different things. One for mortgage companies during escrow, rapid refresh pushes scores up. So work with your specialists and then pay for the other rapid you need to do. And let's get you where you need to go. All right, have a blessed day. All right, he felt bad. Him and his wife were on the phone. Okay, well, I'd feel bad too if I screwed up things. Most people don't, but that's what happens anyway. So let's go back to this. You have a Social Security card, right? I want you to read it front and back. It's the SSN equals the 1040 tax return. And you got it, then you use it for credit purposes too. When you read the card, it usually says, do not laminate, don't use for variety purposes. And it says Property Assessment Administration, not you, government agency. By the way, that's the IRS. Did you know that? Step 2, your goal is to understand how it works. So let's remember years ago when you got your paycheck, the first paycheck, you were freaked out. What? Where's my money? You wanted to run to personnel or HR. Where's my money? I need my money. I got to pay my bills. Ah! And then someone pointed out to you, you realize that the IRS gets their cut before you get the leftover. See, the joke's on us. We're sheep. We're ducks. Quack, quack. That's what we are. So here's the thing that happens. They get their cut, we get the leftover. It makes us ducks, because when someone sues it, we got a duck. We're sheep by following along, not asking enough questions. But again, that's your choice. What you should have done is look at the 14th Amendment of the Constitution. 153 years ago, is made a corporation a legal person. But again, that's up to you to start paying attention. And some of you have a corp, but you have no cash credit because you don't know what the heck you're doing. It's simple. All right. I talked to someone yesterday. Well, I did this. I got a 750. I got this. I got a little credit to the corp. He has the wrong cards. He has a number. That's all he's got. It's like a joke. Here's a corporation. He's missing all the pieces. And if that corporation gets sued, they sue him and come to the family. Divisions or process or subsidiaries are the only way to play. But what can I say? So we got a choice. The SS4 equals tax ID. If we play in conjunction, we could win like rich and famous people do that I've been training for 44 years. I give you a guarantee statement. That means as long as you play with me and you do what I ask you to do, together we'll sing Kumbaya and we'll get you 750 guaranteed. Is that okay? But if you screw it up, you got to own your mistake. So that's why it has to work with credit rebuilding. You got to be part of the program. Don't violate credit. Don't jack it up. How hard is that to pay attention? Now, this side is going to literally, watch it. It's going to change. I don't want your past to chase your future. Now, any ding-dong can dispute to the credit bureaus or creditors. Creditors are in violation 9 ways anyway. You can negotiate a debt or two. You can do what I did. I took them to small claims. When I brought the president of Chase Bank from Delaware in Santa Ana court, and I kicked his assets, and they had to give me another $5,000 for wasting my time. I love that. It was fun. You see, you got more rights than you think you do. You got an IRS problem? Simple. IRS.gov. Download a form called 656 433A and B. It's offering compromise. Step 3, gee, there's a solution for almost everything you need to do. Well, that's on you. So let's understand something. Years ago, Ken Yarborough, security chief at TRW and Asperian, I trained him, and all the other bureaus follow along like sheep. And I basically, my mentor, Harold Stokes, one of my professors too, we had all kinds of goals and dreams. I created rapid scoring because in an escrow, you got to pay something down. They have to be a rapid scoring right away. Rapid refresh is totally different. So here's a system that I created years and years ago, how I can block bad stuff, push scores up, and away, and create green lights. That's all it does, okay? Here's an example from Credit Karma, 157 points in 45 days. So if you allow me to do a rapid rescore, I can guarantee you, no matter how bad your score is, a 750. Worst score we had during the pandemic was a 240. So let's explain like this person here. Nice lady. She has a 651 for 4 years. My question is, why are you using half your credit cards? My attorney and my banker told me to. I said, quit listening to Dumb and Dumber, please. You got no green lights. So you're staying there because this is what you're doing wrong. So again, there's a science and the numbers don't lie. So I did a rapid rescore, and all it did is very simple, rapid refresh. It gave her 132 points. Now watch. If points go up, all right, green lights appear. Got it? Up, green lights. So the goal is creating green lights so I can go get some corporate credit so we can write off the interest rate in the credit cards and the line of credit. Here's a couple that filed bankruptcy. Their nasty attorney sold them a bankruptcy for $7,200. They didn't even have but $10,000 of debt. They didn't even saving a house. Then he tells them you can't get credit for 10 years. So I get him credit right away. The guy should be disbarred, by the way, him and his wife as attorneys. So here's 11 collection accounts. You got to solve a problem. They're going to keep popping up again and again. You even lay it on your car payment. Here's 3,000. Let's rebuild you. Okay. So the goal is simple. So getting someone to a 750 is not hard to do as long as they're part of the program. And they do exactly what I ask them to do, or what I really tell them to do. All right, you're a grown up, but I'm going to tell you what to do. I don't want you to think. The more you think, the more you screw it up. Or the more you listen to all the dummies around you, that happens to you too. So you can call a specialist at 800-510-3338. They're supposed to hold your hand and guide you through the paperwork and get to me. Isn't that fun? If I rebuild your credit and I had a rapid rescore, I'm going to guarantee you 750. I have classes all day Saturday up to 10. All right, Saturday. Don't forget that. Now I'm going to guarantee you $750. Now this means I'm going to give it away. I'm not going to charge you $2,000 or $100 plus a month for blah 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 forever. I want it done in 90 days or less. $499. Now I'm going to give you a cash credit card as I'm building you up and away for $500 because you need some good positive credit to it anyway. But I want you to reimburse yourself. Now, if you did this during the broadcast, and it's only during the broadcast, when I'm done talking, your office over. Call sales, they'll give you the total price. I will increase that card to $5,000. That's right, $5,000. But that's only during the broadcast. After that, forget it. Take a picture of Zelle. I love that basically Zelle situation. All right, when Kennedy created it, was great. Mortgage companies, no, bankers and credit unions, how to transfer money without giving out a credit card to be jacked up away. So Ray Reynolds recipient, that's me, ray@racecredit.com. There's also a bank transfer, deposit, or wire, because I don't want your credit card. I'd have to charge you 5% and go through that crap. No, I don't want a dirty credit card that's probably been hacked before. It could be hacked. All right, you're probably part of that boost thing that Experian does that doesn't see on TV right now because they got a bigger problem with that too. So that's during the program only. Now, if the specialist doesn't reach out to you every week or two, I want you to put them in check. Is that okay? Because I want to understand something. Communication is the key to success. If you give referrals, you get basically 10%. Zelle back to you. Some people make up to $1,000 a day. Billy didn't want to give us any money, but he gave us referrals, and he used the referral money to buy services through me. He's got over $1 million now. But again, that's simple. Now, if you don't know what you want to do, maybe as I build the cash credit for you for the corporation, all right, you'll put some in a hedge fund or something, a little bit. You can create an income up to $15,000 a month or something, hand your income or replace it. All right, pick the one that does the franchises, because even during pandemic, there's still a line around the franchise. All right, would you like your Big Mac? Again, 16 ways to be an investor. So here's a problem. Every one of you are on the national mailing list. You did it to yourself. You did. I want you to call the 888-567-8688, opt out for 5 years or a lifetime. I'd like you to do that right away when we're done talking today. Step 4. Everything's in step and procedure, everything that I do. My closet knows that I'm going to wear for the next 32 days. That's how organized I am, by the way. All right, and you need to be a little bit more organized too. Planning the problem? Simple. Did you allow someone in your life, friend or family, to rip you off? Did you spend $10,000 on crap that didn't work? All right, are you kind of lost and need to know what to do? And write down safety credit. See, every credit card you got in your purse or wallet right now needs a sticky. Simple. You need to put the limit. You need to have 25% maintained always and never pass 29%. See, you have to create your own line of defense. And this is where you screw up. So all dashboards are very simple. 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. Got that? Having that sticky in place is your discipline, because I don't want you bringing the pain where? Home ever again. Step 5. Now, what happens with most people when they lose their job, have mercy, what do? Well, they run out of time, they run out of money, and then they jack up their credit cards. Why would anybody ever jack up their credit cards and bring the pain home in the first place when they could have had a corporation, a division, or subsidiary, and that could have been the duck versus them personally? Your banks and grocery stores and cities do it in your face. Did you ever want to look behind the curtain and figure it out too? I guess not. All right, people like bringing the pain home because I like feeling sorry for themselves. So let's understand today. You need $5,000 now. Good for you. Go ask your friends and family in bank. They're all going to tell you no when you need it. That's how it works. This $5,000 card a hand, all right, if I max it out today, the payment's $50 a month. So this means flat out today, all right, the average person wastes $50 every other day. So you can maintain a $5,000 card, but that's up to you. Now, they also say the average person wastes $140 a week. If that's true, that's $600 a month. If I max out a $50,000 card, the payment is $612.26. So that means during a pandemic, I could have bought a pizza restaurant with a drive-through with some common sense. All right, for what I waste in a given month, step 6. So what do we get to do? Why don't you reach your goals? What's in your way today? Ask yourself a question. You want to reach all your goals. What's holding you back? Why are you not reaching your goals? Why? Okay? I did it. I ate out of a trash can. I got used abused as a kid. Didn't get a real mommy and a daddy. I got no excuses. What's your excuse? What's your excuse? The lack of knowledge and knowing how to do something, and someone coaching you, holding your hand all the way through it. The only one doing this 6 days a week is me. I want you to believe in yourself. Me, it's very simple for me. I believe in God first, and I believe in me. When I was kicking the basketball hoop, everybody go, what? When I used to kick the door jam at 10, that was fun. But again, you see, white men do jump. Just stupid people say we don't. So understand something today. God gave you a gift and a dream. Why don't you use it and not abuse it? But that's up to you. Ultimate goal is very simple. Nixon took the gold standard out. None of you paid attention. I don't think you did. All right? You didn't understand what that meant. Let's write down Ray's rules again. Let's see how you really want to go get it. See, I want you to write down Ray's rules, 100,000 of credit. I want you to have 2 to 5 cards with 100,000 of personal credit. So what I want you to have, minimum, no more than 100,000. Okay. Now, if you listen and you do what I tell you to do, that means if you use the 29% rule, you would literally have $71,000 of safety credit case, blanket the fan, lost your job, or pandemic. Now that takes care of family as a safety. Got it? But what did you do to start a business? You jacked up your personal credit past 29%. You got stuck, couldn't get any more. Then you used taxable income, which is, well, why would you do that? But again, if you use corporate credit, free money, you'd write off the interest rate of the credit card. And if you win, you can absorb the taxation. If you lose, hell, you write it all off. You get your cake and eat it too. What's wrong with you? Did you not hear this yet? Do we need to turn these up a little more? See, Ray's rules are very simple. It is a full blueprint to get to millionaire, which you can't screw up. It's that simple. Step 7. All right, becoming a certified CFO. There I am in that comma. Kind of sucks. There's the house in the harbor, well, and the yachts. Google the address. See, I'm a factually verified person. I got no BS to give you besides I want to yank you up the hill. But again, that's up to you too. Ray Reynolds, the Godfather of Credit. How can I help you? Yes, I'm really online 6 days a week, 44 years. How can I help you? You have a corporation. Well, congratulations. All right, you've had it for 4 years. Fantastic. How much cash credit do you have? None. Well, that's typical. Nobody has it. This is, I don't want to say terrible or the best way to say it. No one calling has the right cash credit to offset the taxes and get what they need because they don't know how to play. They don't know how to set the cash reports for the tax IDs. That's why I'm an affiliate. I get to do it for you. Okay. So can I ask you a question? Did you file your 1120 with your tax ID? What's an 1120? Here we go. Who'd you get the corporation from? Your CPA. How much did they charge you? $1,900. That's not too bad. Well, for a piece of paper that's actually free, you had to be its filing fee. You know, corporations should be $100. Well, that's your fault for killing money, not mine. And they didn't. What did they teach you? Nothing. So you got beep. There you go. All right. Well, why don't you follow along today and get one of my programs? And if you have corp, we'll use that, but I have to inspect it first. Because if you use the tax ID you have the corp right now, that's going to make an automatic audit. I'll probably want to get you a new tax ID. Is that okay with you? All right, thank you for calling. So here we go. So you ever think that the devil's trying to pull you down? You ever think he's trying to hold you back? I've had the devil on my shoulder since I was a little kid. He likes to screw with me all through the day, but I got my faith and persistence. God's delays are not God's denials. So again, let's write down a corporation's a legal person. It's right there. Hey, it's chapter 18. Come on. Chapter 18 says a corporation's a legal person. I was told that when I was listening to a poker game and I wrote it down. They told me it was weird. I was 7.5 at the time. Okay, no problem. I was at the Hope family's house every Wednesday night. They had a poker game. All these rich and famous people. Watch he's using and abusing and just teaching me, like treating me like a piece of crap. Well, what did I get to do? I went to the library the next day. Torrance Police Department right next door. Ma'am, what does this mean? She walked away, came back. Here's a mock of his, he's a buck. She was a Anyway, I read the book. How many books have you read? It's amazing. You're trying to figure out how to get there, and there's nothing on the planet that teaches you what I teach, period. But again, it's up to you. See, we don't play with theory. We play with facts and numbers. I went back to the library literally almost every day for 2 years. I sent away my little money order, Secretary of State of California. We can verify. I'm the founder of Helping Hand Industries at 9.5. I knew they were free there. All you had to do is pay a filing fee. I got named in the movie Dave and got thousands of dollars of credit in the mail. Wow. You see, you all got an SSN like me, right? And a 1040 tax return. We follow like sheep. We do it. Then when they sue us, we're ducks. Now, a corporation gets a tax ID, which is an 1120 form. When you got your tax ID in the midsection, it says your 1120 is due here. You didn't pay attention. I don't think most people pay attention to much. They just follow like sheep. But here's the problem with the corp. When they sue the corporation, they sue you. Congratulations, you're still a duck. If you have divisions or subsidiaries, that's your line of defense. Because there's always something going to go wrong. The devil's going to keep screwing with us no matter what we do till we're dead in a better place. So your choice is to test your faith and persistence. So a goal is like the W7 for people out of country. We get to play that game too. Either way, we get to win. I like to win, don't you? So why don't we look at that SS5 form? What's that? I hear it all the time. The Social Security application's an SS5, by the way, which none of you paid attention, sorry to say. And then you look at the SS4, that's tax ID. Here we got tax, and probate. When we die, here we have no taxes due till we're profitable. So a corporation, and here you got me going, I'll build you some cash credit to the corporation and rebuild your personal life, so make sure you don't bring the pain home anymore. And then you got to have divisions, subsidiaries, and then you can finance the American dream and write it all off. Lose, write it off. Win, all right, enjoy. Either way, you get your cake and eat it too. All you got to do is balance the debt and become a certified CFO. You see, your personal life should be a break even. Bottom line. Anything above break even should be corporation. We got to reference the 3, but you got to balance that debt like I told you in the beginning today. Ultimate goal, let's get to the 750 score, and so I get you some corporate credit, give you some more. Line 10 doesn't lie, it's right in front of you. Banking and credit purposes. That means all cash, credit cards, cash lines of credits are write-off. It's free money. That's how you finance a business. Well, what can I say? I want you to balance the 2, SS and SS4. I want you to play. Now, the corporation's a credit life because it's simple. It's a legal person. Because there's only good 10 credit cards on the planet. I want to get you the same 10 for every entity. Is that okay? That'll be over $1 million of cash credit for you. Now, remember, corporate credit's not taxable. It's not legal accounting advice at all. It's free information given you today. We could play. When I created divisions in 85, the way that I set up the procedure and the rules, corporation gets credit, so is every division. I want more money. I'm going to write it all off as I build the American dream. All right, bottom line, for my donut stores, my satellite stores, and printing, everything I got to do. See, there's 89 ways to use a division, by the way. I wrote the rules and I wrote the book too. So what does a cat have? 9 lives. Cats have 9 lives. So what do we get to do? If you would have paid attention a long time ago, you would have never brought the pain home. It would have been a division or subsidiary, like your banks and grocery stores do in your face. You didn't look behind the curtain. Now, who's responsible for that? I want you to get a second chance. Now, let's remember, Inc. magazine interviews me years ago. All right, using plastic to finance your business. I built a credit, my cat, up to $1 million of cash credit. I did it for Monica's cat too, to prove my point. You think I can build the cat credit? I can build you some credit? But again, the divisions or subsidiaries are the only way you can make sure you don't bring the pain home. See, third quarter's ending. Division needs to be filed now, today. What part of today do I need to underline? The T or the D? Again, as we do this, time's running out. What are we going to do? I want to get a tax ID for the division. I want to set up the cash credit report Experian, TransUnion, Equifax. I want to get you cash credit cards. I want to get you a line of credit called checkbook money. Is that okay? That should be one of your goals right now today. See, when I do divisions of a corporation, we have my team prepares the paperwork, sends it to you, you sign it, you mail it away, it comes back, you give us a copy, tax ID, credit report, Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, and then I add 2,000 of history. See, I don't want you wasting that 3 years you did trying to build yours, and you're still learning things today about your personal credit through me that you never knew in the first place. Congratulations. We charge $500 per division, 3 for $1,500. There you go. Well, what happens right now at the third quarter ending, I want to basically push you to do it right away. If I get you a gold card or an ink card, all right, to the corporation, I want you to get 9 more cards. Is that okay? See, I want every division to have a piece of credit, all right, credit card, a house, a franchise. In front of your face, cities do this, banks do this, grocery stores do it. And the bottom line is you didn't learn because you didn't look behind the curtain. That's up to you. How about a franchise? If one screws up, I got left to go. Then I go set up some more. See, business is a numbers game. And your goal is you got to see it, believe, and go get it to play. Now, I wrote Buckets of Money, Tax Balance, and Become the Bank years ago. I want you to learn to play. I want you to show you what I did for Cash Call, Speedy Cash, BoJuryRock.com, TitleMax, and all those companies that graduated from my Millionaire and Billionaire boot camp in 2008. How about 3 divisions? $500, it's a giveaway. How about 9, $100 a piece? Okay, that's usually $4,500. If it's not done today, you missed out the opportunity. Don't ask tomorrow. All right, then you're going to pay the $4,500. So if you listen carefully, what if we take like an ink card? All right, Chase is great. There's no interest for 18 months, personal or business. Either way, Corp writes it off. We take a card and we dissect it 5 ways, and we help people save their house, $10,000 a piece. And if they don't pay, we get their house and their goodies. Is it okay? I created Homestead Blocker, UCC One Chattel Mortgage. That was me. Now this only creates $2,500 a month. Would you like $5,000 or $10,000 a month? See, you could actually enhance your income or literally replace it. All right, and we can get to that S corporation as you go to setup level 1, so you can absorb the tax and not pay usually any tax at all. You can learn to play. You see, when I developed divisions in 85, divisions, then 3, then 2, then 1 more. Every one of these gets a credit file. Every one of these can be a location, a retail store. Every one of these can be a loan or a piece of property. Now, in the book of Buckets of Money, I have 2 matrices. One is 16,661,000 a month. Here's the basic one, 4.6. If you did this, this would create 190,000 a month if you wanted to. But again, if you want the divisions, there's a Zelle, bank transfer, wire deposit. Has to be done before I'm done talking. If not, call the office and pay the normal price. It's simple. Third quarter's ending, then fourth quarter's beginning, and I have 108 days to go, which is 81 days left. That's it. You see, we got to take the paperwork together back and forth and get it filed. Now, here's Bank of America, and all the banks say the same thing. An unsecured line of credit up to 150, no tax return usually required at all, but you got to be the owner now and next year. So this means simple. I like checkbook money. So this could get you up to $150,000 of checkbook money, up to $5.4 million, if you have a corporation in 3 divisions. Again, that's up to you, and the bank account needs to be set up now. Ultimate goal. This group of people, and I've had another 38 people do the same thing, leverage money off of $1,000, get them 100,000, $1.9 million, $1.6 million, all across the board. Borrow money is not taxable, and I teach that in level 2, by the way. But we got to do the reference of 3 again. There we go. So every cash application requires a CFO. So understand something. Real estate, maybe you're going to do that. Franchise, leveraging money, profit sharing. A division should be known as a bucket of money or a subsidiary. So let's understand what you did. You took your personal credit, most of you, to start a business, which is, all right, it's not taxable at all. It's all tax. You can't rob interest rate and credit card. And you jacked it up and got stuck. Then you use personal, taxable income too? I don't understand. Why would you do that? Oh, you didn't know any better. If we use corporate credit, listen carefully, free money, up to $1 million. If we invest in anything, we make money, we can absorb the taxation usually every time. If we lose, we get to write it all off. You see, through the corporate credit, you get your cake and eat it too. Bottom line right now, look at the stock market. It's driving you crazy. Even the ones that got the 401ks. Don't worry, they're going bye-bye. When you retire, your bills don't go away. But your 401k goes bye-bye. You live with your kids, right? Now, when I was at the bond adventure for 32 years, all right, every Wednesday night, I sold the Millionaires Founders Kit for $5,000. The office currently sells it for $999. If you want the full blueprint, 12-book CDs, me telling you what needs to be done. Because there's a holiday today, all right, you get a 70% discount today. If you Zelle me now, $299. You get to save $600. Simple to do. But it has to be Zelled before I'm done talking to you. There's a Zelle. There's Ray Reynolds. It's me, ray@rayscredit.com. Simple to do. But again, if you want your 70% discount today. As we do this, why don't you stand up and go like this? Why not? Why? Simple. One hand's going to go quack, quack, I'm a duck, I'm a duck. Well, you are. We're ducks and sheep. We get an SSN. You don't ask enough questions. You follow like sheep. And then when they get sued, they duck. You got a duck. But the S is for there's no tax due till you're profitable. So if you balance the two and learn how to play, you can learn to get like the millionaires and billionaires of families today. Rich and famous people. So you can go IRS.com. It's public record. So let's like money. You receive money. Good for you. You won AGT. You won the lottery, hypothetically. Oh, I wrote you a check for $1 million, hypothetically, too. And then you're told by your CPA and attorney, you got to bank it in your account. I mean, I'm sorry, that's dumb and dumber. Okay? If anybody puts $1 million in their personal bank account, I'm going to look them in the eye and say, forgive me, all right, but I think you're stupid. That's what I'm going to say. They might not like it. They might be mad at me. They might hit me and kick me. But the bottom line is very simple. Yes, Ray Reynolds, the godfather of credit. How can I help you? How fast can I rebuild you? How fast are you going to sign up? Zell, and let me analyze you within 10 working days, and I tell you the timeline. I can't make up a timeline, okay? 90 days average, 180 days, all right, most cases. Simple. You got to Zell. You get the discounts from me. If not, call the office, talk to a specialist, and pay more. That's that simple. See, they make commission. They should make commission. They should make all the money they can. All right, thank you for calling. So when you put money in your personal bank account above break even, I think that's stupid. I don't understand stupidity. Do you? Common sense. See, you on $1 million only get to keep 375. That means you got screwed up. If you would have put it in a corporation or a division of you, you get all those things you get to write off. You don't pay tax till you're profitable. Simple. You might not never be profitable and do all the right accounts like rich and famous people. They do it every day, winning the battle. But again, that's step number 8 for you. So as we play, it's like Mary today. What did she do? Her restaurant filed bankruptcy last year because it's a corporation. It went after her. She lost her home. Her husband divorced her. All she had to do is understand how to play. She used $98,000 of her personal credit. She was in the 800s and dropped it to a 591. If Mary would have put that restaurant as a division or a subsidiary under a corporation, when it failed, she would have not been the duck. You see, if you don't have your line of defense, you're a duck. Because when they sue the corp, they sue you. If the banks and grocery stores in the cities can do this, why can't you? Your problem is you didn't pay attention. All right, I've been broadcasting for 44 years. Where have you been? You need to be the certified CFO. and stop bringing the pain home. Come on. Grocery stores, Sam's Club, and banks do it in your face. Branch number, tax ID, subsidiary. What am I telling you? Division, tax ID, and subsidiaries. Step 9. You see, you heard cities file bankruptcy in your life. What did you do? You sat there going, beep, beep, beep. You heard it. You did nothing. You did nothing. I went to the federal court building. I wanted to understand how to play. I knew the rules and tools anyway. I wanted to confirm what I knew. See, the United States of America Incorporated, all right, set up 50 corporations. By the way, they're called states. Then the states set up corporations called cities. They leverage the money and have fun. And then the 1%ers stay rich and famous. That's what you need to do. Then they created Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act. So they can wipe out debt and stay in business. And you sit there going, beep, 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 bringing the pain home. Why? 97, Apple files bankruptcy. Mr. Bill Gates got indicted 4 times, running a monopoly. It's okay. All right, there's the indictment right in front of me, one of them. But what did he do? With his smiling face and their grins, he took $150 million from a line of credit, wrote a check for Apple. See, borrowed money's not taxable. He even let them make the payment on the money they gave him in the first place. Now, here's where you got to get more serious. I want you to Google bankruptcy. You have a decision you have to make. See, blank hitting the fan doesn't stop ever. This is to test our faith and persistence. So when we do die, we're on the other side. So SSN, SS4, you got to make a decision. The next time the blank hits the fan, is it SSN, you and your family, and bring the pain home, all right? Or is it a corp, division, or subsidiary? Which decision are you going to make? Because before you met me, you didn't know what a division or subsidiary is. You're going to know how to play, all right? Step number 10 today. Me, I'm an affiliate. I get to do peekaboos and not waste inquiries like you do. Simple. You have a corp, I'll build the one you got. I'll get you cash credit up to $1 million. I'll even teach you how to be a CFO, how to play the game. From there, and guess what? I'm going to be telling you what to do. It's up to you to follow through. Your specialist is a phone call away, 800-510-3338. Again, it's opportunity. You have a corp, I'll build the one you got. Don't have them? I'll rebuild your personal credit with Rapid Rescore. This is basically 750. All right, articles, also has tax ID, guaranteed. I'll hand you the paper. From there, if you don't have one, set up in level 1 every Wednesday and Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You're stuck with me. For $999, it's a giveaway. National average on a corp right now is $1,800. This is a stupid piece of paper. All those people should be sued out of business, but that's just my opinion. For $999, I'm going to build you $5,000 of cash credit for you and the corporation. All right, I'm going to train you personally for 90 days, 3 months. I'm going to train you how to be that CFO. From there, if you do this during the broadcast only, I increase that to $10,000 of credit as long as you Zell now. If you don't get the bonus credit. Simple. The Millionaire in the Making workshops. This is $25,000. That should be daisy chained to $100,000. It is $4,999. I'm your coach for 90 days. All right, you're going to learn to be the CFO. During this broadcast, I cut the price in half to $24.99. If you Zell during the broadcast, bank transfer, wire deposit, then you get the price, all right, you get to $25,000 of credit. I don't want your credit card. It's going to cost me 5%. Why would I want to do that? Most credit cards are hacked. So here today, simple. If your specialist doesn't reach out to you every week or two, you call them on that phone, you put them in check. That's your ultimate goal. Every Wednesday, Saturday, level 1 setup, learning to play the game too. As we play, the goal is very simple. Beat your doubt, run your own race. Please get out of your own way. That's step 11 today. Biggest problem you have is you. Sorry, that's the truth. You got to learn how to play. Getting past go. I'll show you the millions and billions of goodies over the years. I can show you the mansions in the harbor, God's gift. Helicopter, UDOC, race boats, Ray Reynolds University, and yachts. Why not? So the goal is simple. Even the buildings in Lamborghini. See, Everything you do through the corporation legitimate, like these goodies in front of you, offset taxes. Pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. That's how it works. Rebecca, she was murdered at her front door. God rest her soul and her family. I pray for her all the time. I met her through Robin a long time ago. But in 1989, the DMV sold her driver's license for $10. All right. I want you, all right, to never tell anybody where you live. I want the Privacy Protection Act looked up today by you. I want you to look at the Schaefer bill. I want you to use Ray's rules. And what I want you to do is stop bringing the pain home. And I want you, all right, to use your P.O. box or mailing address from now on. Okay, simple. There's step 12. You bring the pain home because you choose to. You let people rip you off because you chose to. You didn't learn to play because you didn't look behind the curtain. That's on you. It's like when you buy a car. You let them sweat you for 5 hours, you lose $5,000, and you get 9 inquiries. All you had to do in that piece of paper that day is write down the last one inquiry and take a picture. But again, I got to repackage everything you do because I think you do it wrong anyway. Step 13, the ultimate goal. See, a car should be fleet price, tax ID division. Fleet price, tax ID division. So let's understand it doesn't show up on personal credit reports. It is a complete write-off, 100%. And then you learn to become the CFO. There's the goal for you. A division should be the register of a car, because if you get in a bumpity bump, they sue you and they take everything you got. A division, they're going to get diddly squat. But again, that's step 14, planning the problem and stop bringing the pain home. How many lives does a cat have? 9. How many lives can you have as division subsidiaries? How can you make sure you don't bring the pain home? If I did it for my cat, Inc. Magazine 2, your goal is division subsidiary. Every piece of property you ever do to invest should be a division. You don't know who's going to slip, fall, and sue you and try to take everything you got. Your paycheck should be an offset of your taxes. But Amazon, they didn't pay tax on the first 10 billion to a trillion. Why would they pay tax? They don't have to. See, the bottom line is up to you. Divisions need to be done now. All right, from there, I charge $500 for each, $1,500 for 3. Today they're discounted because I want you to do them right away to $100 a piece. So you get 5 for, 3 for $500 or 9 for $9.99. But if you don't set it up, third quarter's ending, fourth quarter's beginning, you kind of screwed up. Would it hurt you to have an extra life in the closet? I'm lucky I had my 3 divisions of me and my 5 closet divisions coming out of a coma. So I can build it up and away. Taking a cash card, loaning out money, getting a cash flow up to $10,000 a month too. Ultimate goal, I can build that basically matrix, and I can get the American dream. I can do the $190,000 a month too. Up to you. So that's a Zell now if you want the divisions. If you don't, that's on you. There's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do. Come on. He plays about Twitter back and forth. He's going to get it at a discount. He tweets about a game, and team he's going to play. Their stock goes up and down, up and down. He's got the power. He's playing the game. All right, it's like anything else. So let's understand. He's got a spaceship. So is the other guy. So is the other guy. They got spaceships. Oh, are they paying tax? I don't think so. You see, debt offsets taxes. All right, maybe that's why they buy more mansions and yachts. You could win the game if you want to. I'm online 6 days a week, 800-536-3216. People call or even text and ask a question or two. 6 days a week, you're stuck with me. Why don't you invite your friends and family too? Now, I got 8 classes on Saturday. All right, they're in rotation. All right, these are specialties at 2:30 in the afternoon, from anywhere from stock kit, real estate, nonprofit, corporation, exemption. From here, the tax balancing class, so you can break even using your house payment too. Dun & Bradstreet, divisions, subdivisions, daisy chaining, leveraging money. And then this Saturday, it's a stock kit class. We're going to cover stock kit and membership kit. Okay, in case you have an LLC or a nonprofit. The class is $999 per class. If you did it while I broadcast, it's $499. But again, that's a broadcast price. So you did it through me. I don't have to pay somebody a commission. If not, you can call the sales team. They'll do the best price they can do for you. It is a Zell, now, and that's the ultimate goal. Now remember, credit repair is a fraud. Credit rebuilding works because you're part of the program and we work together to make sure it works for you. You just have to follow through and do what I ask you to do. Okay, I'm going to guarantee you $750, $499. It's a giveaway, $500 card. Back to you, reimburse yourself, step 15. If you Zell during this broadcast, that credit's increased to $5,000. From there, your specialist is a phone call away, 800-510-3338. Ultimate Go Starter Package for a corporation. Credit rebuilding has to be part, Rapid Refresh. Articles, also tax city if you don't have them. Set up in level 1 every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm your coach for 90 days for $999. You get $5,000 of credit, 5 times your investment. If you did it during the broadcast, I increased that to $10,000. So you get 10 times your money back. From here, a millionaire in the making is $25,000 of credit. All the same goodies, but again, if you did it during the broadcast, I'm going to cut the price in half to $2,499 to you if you Zell during the broadcast. There's a Zell, Ray Reynolds recipient, rayscredit.com. That way you can save money or double the credit as well. Special doesn't reach out to you every month or so. Should be every week or two. You call them on that number, you put them in check. See, you got to run your life through a corporation or in conjunctions, what I tell you. Step 16. But again, becoming that certified CFO. Pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. See, your paycheck is taxable income. All right, you pay the payment, gas, registration, insurance after you get your leftover. You could say no and start driving a company car. Step 17 today, but that's up to you. Let's look at the line 10 again. All right, on the SS4, it says banking and credit purposes. So we can learn to play. We can go to irs.gov and download the form right away. Step 18, you don't have to be a duck. You can learn how to play the game and win. You can be like all the rich and famous people do. See, they got that 50 corporations or states and states to the cities. So they play the game in front of you. You ever get curious why and how? No? Well, there's the problem. They even created a Chapter 9 bankruptcy. See, we the people. It was created for we the people. Your constitutional right, 14th Amendment. Mama has a baby at the hospital. Ever since Nixon took the gold standard out, they hand mama the SSN form. They get the Social Security card now. They're going to bond the baby, put some money. Baby's not getting a job. Then they put the baby in the stroller of the car so you can go home. It's like anything else, there's rules and tools. Raise rules when you buy a house. Simple. Our escrow, close, homestead, trust. If your house is not in a trust today, when they sue you, they take it away. When you die, it's stuck in a probate. Your family got diddly squat. You fix up a property, what happens? You hire the contractor that hires the subcontractor to stand outside Home Depot. Good workers, but when they slip and fall and cut corners and they sue you, they're going to take everything you got. But if you did it my way, they're going to get diddly squat. Why not? I think you should look up your revocable trust, but that's what I would say. But do what you want. There's step 19 for you today, 6 more to go. So your choice is to learn how to play. So here's the thing. I get people all the time on the phone. I don't want to pay tax, Ray. I tell them flat out, my response for 44 years, knock off the crap. Okay? You can't play peekaboo with the IRS and make a mess and win. They're bullies. They're going to beat you up, and it's not going to work. So understand, corporations don't pay tax till they make a profit, so play within the system, play by the rules. If you screwed up, go to irs.gov, download a form called 656 433 A and B. Get your free money, put your yourself back in the system. Step 20 today. Simple. I like steps. See, I have the steps in the blueprint so you can't screw it up. That's why I designed it all along anyway. Now, I'm one of the original OPMs, other people's money. And if you have a division, you get to save up to 70%. If you fix up properties, you don't have to bill for 30, 60, 90 days anyway. Escrow can pay off the debt if you wanted to. If you have that 200,000 left over, what are you going to do? Most people waste it away. I think you should look at raise rules, leverage money, borrow money is not taxable, and create the line of defense. That's what I would tell you to do. That's step 21 called blackjack. I want you to win. Here's my office. Before I died in the coma, my office was very simple, Irvine Spectrum, 1 Technology Drive, up to $1 million a day. Finally got proud of myself, but then God let me go in a coma and die and come back, broke again and have to do it again. My life got stolen and screwed up. So you got a choice today. Okay, you can learn to play too, and I can rebuild it for you like you rebuild it for me. But I'm going to tell you what to do, but you got to follow through and do what I ask. Checkbook money, bank's going to give you up to 150. Have 3 divisions in a corporation, that's $1,400,000. I like checkbook money too. But again, it needs to add the divisions to the same bank account. So when we play the game, if your corporation is sued, they sue you. If you do the line of defense, division subsidiaries, then you don't bring the pain home. So please understand, I want you to play the right way, step 22 today. But again, it's your choice. Divisions need to be filed now. I mean, now, today. All right, normally 3 for 1,500. Credit reports, history, tax IDs, everything is done, so you have to think. Today you get 3 for $500, 9 for $9.99. It's a giveaway. It's like $100 a piece because I want them done within the 3rd quarter. It's ending, 4 quarters beginning. A credit card could be loaned out and create up to $10,000 a month right away. But again, that's up to you. Maybe to enhance your income or duplicate it or add to it. Divisions and subsidiaries. 4.6 million matrix is $190,000 a month. Again, divisions, Zell. Up to you. What are you willing to lose? Family? No. Corporation? If they sue it, they sue you? No. Divisions are cheap. If we play chess today, we both lose pieces on both sides. See, that's what business is. It's a game. We have to play, and we play to win. Banks and grocery stores do this. So I want you to get checkmate at the end of the day too. Step 23, up to you. So you give referrals, you get 10% back to you. If you want, I'll just add it to this and build more for you instead, use it as credit. See, Lamborghinis are my favorite car. Boom, boom, I got the keys. But again, not my car. Reaching the dream, think to be the impossible. I've done it all my life. I use Ray's rules. I make millionaire clients all the time, corps in 3 divisions. And they learn to be a qualified CFO. That's the goal. So your goal today is never to bring the pain home. Don't have joint credit because it makes no sense. Can you imagine anybody buying a house jointly? That's called dumb. She screws up, he screws up, he screws up, she screws up. Talk about dumb. Buying a house, escrow, closed homestead trust. Corporation, simple. From there, we got to give it life. A division for real estate, franchise, current business. We got to create that line of defense using Ray's rules. If I build you cash credit, bonus cash credit today, use it to finance the corp and the divisions so you can write it off. If you win or lose, you get your cake and eat it too. Either way, you win. The bottom line is learning how to play, but that's up to you. See, that's step 24 today. So the ultimate goal today is very simple. 3rd quarter is ending now. 4th quarter is beginning. You have 108 days left. You're a procrastinator. Stop it. We got to do it today. You want the Millionaires Founders Kit? Office is $9.99. Webinar, 70% discount, $2.99 to you if you Zell. Ultimate Goal Specialist is 800-510-3338 or a phone call away to guide you through the process and get to my classes with me. Credit repairs of fraud. Credit rebuilding workshops, you're part of the program. You got to do what you're asked to do. $4.99. Rebuild $750, classes on Saturday, guaranteed a $500 card back to you. And if you did it during the broadcast, it's $5,000, not $500. Starter package for a millionaire, corporation, credit rebuilding all included. You basically on Wednesday, Saturday, level 1 and setup 2. $9.99 is a giveaway. You get $5,000 of credit while I rebuild you. And I'm your coach for 90 days, 6 days a week. So the ultimate goal is simple. If you did it during the broadcast, I double that to 10,000, so you get 10 times your money back. Millionaire in the Making is 25,000. Same goodies, but you get 25,000 of credit. During the broadcast, I cut the price in half to $24.99. If it is Zell. If not, then you pay the $49.99. See, you all can be corporate millionaires. But it will take a corporation in 3 divisions, and let's build that credit up. That free money you get to write off the business. You watch banks and grocery store this dude in your face. Sam's Club, Geico, cities. Your chance is to listen and learn. And what I taught you today, you should have learned right out of high school. And you're still learning today in what you get to the workshops. So the reference of 3, stop bringing the pain home, become a certified CFO, and program your brain into millionaire status. See it, believe it, go get it. See, we got to stay safe and strong. We got to do our best while Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. Ultimate goal at the end of the day, you're the one holding yourself back, nobody else but you. Your goal is to figure out what needs to be done. Let's follow through. Let's get it done. So the bottom line is step 50 or 25 today. It's very simple. All right, there's the specialist phone number. If you're not Zelle in the next 10 minutes for everything I offer today, give them a call. They'll give you the standard price. 800-510-3338. So let's remember today, we do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And at the end of the day, let's never forget, God loves us all.